I very nearly just kicked off day 3 by smashing my camera, which would have been a very tragic start. As I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted by my camera falling at high speed towards my face, good morning everybody. My legs are crazy sore from yesterday's workout, which I don't understand why, because it wasn't a particularly long, tough workout. I do stuff like that all the time, but for some reason my legs just really did not like it. So instead of doing another workout this morning, I'm actually just going to curl up and have some more reading time, which will be great. Okay, I hope you have all of your fingers and toes crossed because we're approaching the courts. Look at this beautiful sight. So we have a constant battle with Hippo. Sometimes she likes coming in to watch us play tennis, and sometimes she gets to here and she's like, no, that's boring.
Let's go.
Come on, are you ready to see me win? Okay, so my goal actually isn't winning. I have lost every single game that Arj and I have played, but at first I was losing like 6-love, then I started losing, I went up 1 step and I got to 6-2. I've been losing 6-2 like every single game we've played for ages now, but the games are getting closer and closer. Like, I think the last time we played, every single game went to juice, so we're getting closer, and my goal for today is to only lose 6-3. Baby steps. Okay, we're now on 5-2, which is where we always get to. So I just need to not let Arju win this game until I've got at least 1 more. That was 6-2 again. I'm not even getting better because those games weren't even close. Those were like, that was more of just a, I mean, we've been playing for less than half an hour and I already got beat 6-2.
I don't want to say I gave her the first game, but...
Oh, you're gonna get hit with a tennis racket. Wait for me. Arji has a new impression of me.
Have you even read Shakespeare?
Which is not what I sound like. I don't know how many of you like follow my Instagram and saw that for my birthday, when I was still back in lockdown with my parents, my sister recreated Greg's vegan sausage rolls for me for my birthday breakfast because she knows I love them, but hers were like 100 times better than the Greg's ones. But we just decided, I haven't had a Greg's in like 4 or 5 months, we just decided to click and collect some vegan sausage rolls from actual Greg's, and this is about to be so disappointing because they're not going to taste as good as the ones my sister made. Anyway, I'm sitting down at my desk now, but I'm having some computer issues getting it to start, which is frustrating. Come on, turn on. It is not doing what I want, and I'm hungry and I want my sausage roll to get here. I've come to sit here while Archie looks at my computer because I have rage problems with technology. In better news, this is actually delicious. It's nowhere near as good as what my sister made, but I'd forgotten quite how much I love these. Do I have to be wearing trousers that aren't leggings to go for a walk? I mean, I guess I definitely have to be wearing shoes that aren't slippers, right? The world is so demanding. Genius. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep the leggings on, but put a skirt on over the top. So everyone will think I'm dressed like a real grown-up. Now that is what they call real grown-up clothes. Archie's abandoned me today because he's going to the DIY shop, so I have to go on this walk by myself, which is fine because I was going to ignore him and read the whole time anyway, but I like having a companion. And Hippo is a shit companion because she doesn't talk back. Hi pal! We found a cozy little reading spot. Well, I'm reading, Hippo's eating everything she can find. You better believe I'm taking this skirt straight off. Freedom for my legs! Okay, what leftovers shall I have for lunch? Gonna have the rest of this pad see from yesterday. I only have like this much left of the book now. It's definitely wrapping up to its conclusion. I really like where it's going with the plot, like all the way the twists and turns have gone has been really fun. The writing is just slightly odd. I think it's what lends it that like slightly old-fashioned quality I was talking about. So I like it and it's funny, but it's also just slightly strange to read. So I do have like mixed feelings about this book, but I'm really liking the plot, I'm really enjoying it, I'm having fun, and I should finish really soon. I actually wish my lunch break wasn't over because I could finish it now. But sadly, me and my pad CU are going back to my desk. I have to film a video for work today, kind of like right now. So I guess I should just quickly put on some makeup so I don't get like fired for being ugly. Okay, that's as much makeup as I could be bothered to do before I got bored. The fact that I used to do my makeup like minimum 5 days a week is crazy to me now. And like a full face of makeup, I would like spend time on it every morning. It was part of my routine. I just do not have the time or energy for that now. Welcome back to book break, and I'm done for the work for the day, which means I have 15 minutes until I am chatting to my therapist on the phone, so that should be the exact right time to finish this book.
Room 2110, I knocked on the door at the penthouse suite, cause I needed more from you.
Oh, finished, and perfect timing. That was so much fun. Such a strange book. It wasn't what I thought. I said, I can't remember now if it was in this vlog or yesterday's vlog, that I thought there might be something kind of supernatural. It wasn't. There was a different explanation, but it's just so much fun. Like I said earlier, it is still quite strangely written, and the characters are all also completely bizarre. So some of them are supposed to be complete caricatures, but even the ones who aren't, there was something about it, like I don't feel like I could relate to any of the characters, and the friendships that they formed, like the relationships between them, I was like, how are you bonding in any way, because you're both talking so weirdly to each other? So that was a little bit strange, but overall the reading experience was so much fun. So that's another book down, another prompt ticked off. This was for the prompt to read the first book you touch. So now I'm going to go to therapy, cook myself some dinner, and then get started on book 3, which I haven't decided what it's going to be yet. So let's see what I feel like later. Okay, therapy done. I'm fully cured now. I'm also exhausted, so having just a minute ago so ambitiously said I was going to get a ton of reading done, I can't imagine reading anything tonight. I'm so tired. So what I'm going to do is pick up this book, because this is short stories, and I can just read like maybe just one of the stories, maybe just the one that Arrival is based on, and see how I go from there. But not until I've cooked myself some dinner, because I am starving. Are you hungry? Oh my god, he's not in here. Oh, he's there. Are you hungry? You have to be.
Yeah.
Cool. Jackfruit tacos. So we're making the marinade for the jackfruit. I've got all sorts of crap in here. Tomato paste, soy sauce, oregano, paprika, agave nectar. Agave nectar? I don't know how to pronounce that. Now I have to do juice of a whole orange. I hate juicing things. My little hands aren't strong enough. What else is going to go in here? We're going to juice a lime in here as well. This is going to be some flavorful jackfruit. I love jackfruit. Some people absolutely hate it, but I've always found it completely delicious. It's just like so versatile, you know? When I used to be vegan, so I don't know if I ever really like fully updated. People still sometimes leave comments when they see me eating cheese being like, oh, we were vegan. I actually haven't been vegan for coming up on 2 years now. But when I used to be vegan, I ate jackfruit for like 50% of my meals and mushrooms for the other 50%. My battery's flashing. Even my camera thought that story was boring. Right, got some, oh, don't spill it, jackfruit in here. Watch me turn this into something that looks like pulled pork, like a magician. Set a timer for 7 minutes.
Okay, your timer is set for 7 minutes.
Thanks, babes.
I am not throwing away my shot!
See? Magician. That's pulled pork. Except it's not. You would never know. Delish. Sort yourself out, mate. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mmm.
Text me when you get here. You made it so clear. It'd be nothing more than our clothes on the floor. Only
Finished. So it was really cool reading this right after having watched the movie, because firstly I think I would have really struggled to understand it without having seen the film first, which in general is a reason that I often controversially love watching the film before reading the book. So that was really helpful, and also that there are differences. So I didn't know why this was going to be called Story of Your Life, but it actually makes sense. It's not a spoiler, it's just narrated to the main character's daughter, so it's the story of her life, and she uses the second person a lot talking to her. We also know things that are the twist in the movie are actually known right from the beginning in here. But anyway, it was really cool. I actually enjoyed this short story a lot more than the film, I think. I liked the film. I thought it was good. I thought Amy Adams was brilliant in it, and it was really fun, but I didn't think it was a great movie, whereas the story just worked a lot better, and it went into more information about the way she was learning their language, which I had actually said to Arjun when we watched the movie that I wanted to see more of, even though I did have to kind of read some sections several times to make sense of it, 'cause it's quite complicated. But yeah, this is my first Ted Chiang story, and I definitely will read more from this book, hopefully during this reading rush, but we'll see if I have time for that. I liked how he included like maths and science in the story, even if it was a little complicated for me to understand. Most of it was like just at a level that I could pick up and just worked really well. It was like a weirdly I'd heard these described as like very human sci-fi, and I wasn't quite sure what that was going to mean, but I do now see what it means. Like, even though it's really mathematical and sciencey, it reads like speculative fiction in a way, even though it is like plot-wise it's proper sci-fi, like there's aliens in it, but it reads as if that's just like a tiny little change to our real world. I don't know, I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed this. So that means I've officially finished the prompt for reading a book that you've already seen the movie of. I know I just read the story, not the whole book, but that was the key bit. So we're going to cross that prompt off, and I am going to go to bed, well, to edit this video. See you tomorrow for day 4.